Morning. I thought I'd do it like this. Okay. There's been a lot of issues around vaccines not working, vaccines doing this, doing that, they give autism and things like that. Alright. I'm not sure about vaccines and autism. And please don't barrage me with this stuff with, Dr. So-and-so that I've never heard of. There's actually a GP, that these do. Now, we've been in a controlled state, and I want to explain something to you. And I think, and I've done some research lately about what I'm about to say. Some of you may remember that when the SAS took out the Iranian embassy, suddenly, all in black, two or three people appeared on the balconies of a group that is secret, and suddenly you saw it all on live TV. So the hostages and the hostage takers would have seen it as well. They made sure that. See them clambering over. So they're in there now thinking they're coming this way. So they throw in a couple of hand grenades, really flashy, bangy sort of things. On the other side of the building were 20 of them coming down. It's called avoidance tactics. The Germans did it in the Second World War. In the desert, they tied loads. Instead of going in a line, they spanned out, put loads of branches on the back of theirs, went through the desert, and the British Army were convinced there was thousands of them. It's making your enemy think, look at this shiny thing when you do it. That's how magicians work. Look at the shiny thing and all that. That's it. It's called trickery. Now that's how I think we are being used. The World Drug Authorities have come out recently and said the most dangerous and biggest drug killer on the planet is one thing. It's not crack, it's not heroin, it's not pharmaceuticals, but they're not close behind. It is something that's in everything, and you've done it today. Sugar. It is the biggest drug killer known to the human race. We have a nation of diabetics. We have a nation of obese children. Okay? If your country wants to rule you and control you, it'll be in the food or the water. Go and ask your supermarket what products don't have any sugar at all in them. Not one bit. And see what you get back. Because 99.999% will. Sugar and water. These are the two ways you control the people. Whoever's supplying the food and the water is in charge of any country who's refugees. I'll tell you that now, mate. You can do without food for 3 weeks, but water, autumn time now, probably 3 or 4 days. That's all. Midsummer, probably 24 hours. And those last 4 hours, you'll be mad as a box of frogs. You'll hallucinate and you'll go mad. I think COVID is real to a certain point. I'm also not going to get into all of that. But I think something's happening and you've got to think beyond the box. Think of the bigger picture. Step back from what you're being told. Because there's certain things a government will do during a dictatorship. Mass confusion and mass division. A lot of my friends are turning around and saying, why don't they believe us? Why won't they believe us? I am an ex-Pentecostal, evangelical, born-again Christian that had to tell you about Jesus. And I tell you, people get pissed off. People are pissed off with being told what to do. No one likes it. I've never met a human, well, except for those who like domineering, being dominated. They're the only ones I know who like to be told what to do. And lately, the UK's 66 million people have been overtold. And that's another way. You just blast them with information. More. And in the end, your brain will go, nah, enough now, and you'll step back. It is hard. I want you to imagine right now, everything you believe in, everything you come to believe in, everything you stood for, all the years of work of studying, meditating, and getting enlightenment about, you suddenly find out is 100% bullshit. I knew my faith was rubbish. But what else would I do? Till I confronted that issue, till I confronted the absolute fear. Fear is an amazing thing and a great way how society is controlled. You're controlled by fear, then you know it's a dictatorship. If you're controlled in a peaceful, loving way, then you'll know it's a true democracy. We, the lefties, cannot become like them. And I'm seeing it a lot lately. Whoever's teaching you through fear is a liar. Okay? Do not believe anything because you fear it. I have a faith. I believe it because I want to. I don't live the way I live because I'm scared of the consequences. I want to do it. That's how I live. I want to do it because it's a part of what is in me. You are one of the most important things on this planet. You are watching this. You are fantastic and beautiful and wonderful. You are important. And I ask you that today, how important are you to yourself? Not to others, not your children, not your grandchildren, or anybody. How important are you today to yourself? If you have a car, it has to go into a service. Has to have a service every year. Are you having a service every so often? Are you? Are you making sure you're okay? How important are you today? I have another question today, and I'll finish on this. And I've been finishing all my blogs on this lately, and I keep standing by this. How are you today? Peace, love it out, and may your God go with you, ill or not.